Good evening, good afternoon, good morning. I'd like to talk to you about mind control, self control, controlling your own mind. You hear so many gurus or people suggesting that you need to think a certain way, think this, think that. And yeah, you can do it. I'm sure, I meditate in the mornings and I repeat mantras and I tell myself the same ideas to, stay positive about certain things. But I've started exploring taking those ideas and making them into physical representations, and in that way I don't need to think it. I can see it physically in the world and be like, I don't even need to think it because it's there and I know what it means. Physical ideas, taking the mental and representing it physically. So for example, I was walking along and I found a piece of a jigsaw puzzle just on the floor, bit of rubbish, yeah. So I thought, okay, jigsaw puzzle, put it in my pocket, keep it, hold on to it. It's a puzzle. Everybody could imagine what a puzzle piece might mean: a missing piece, incompleteness, a puzzle piece. Yeah. Okay. So I found that one day, and then the day after that, or a couple of days after, I found a Lego lady. A Lego lady, maybe an explorer. I don't know what it is, but it's a Lego lady representing a lady. So now I have a puzzle piece and I have a lady. Okay. And then a few days later I was walking along and my daughter picked up and don't ask me why or how this happened, but anyway, she picked up a golden pine cone off the floor. There was a golden pine cone just there. I don't know why. Probably come off a Christmas wreath of someone's door maybe after Christmas. Probably blown away. And so then I had these three objects. I have a pine cone, a golden pine cone, I have a puzzle piece, and I have a lady. And I can tell myself what it represents. I can come up with a reason for it. Yeah, I can reason myself what it means to me. What do these three pieces mean to me? Okay, so being romantic as I am, this is my wife. My wife is my missing piece. Yeah, she opens my mind to the golden truth, or because obviously everybody knows the pine cone represents awakening, truth, knowledge, being yourself, being the true you, is the opened pine cone, isn't it? So there we have an idea, a mental idea represented physically. My wife is the missing piece of me. She completes me. She creates my wholeness, my self, my oneness, my being, my true being. My wife is my missing piece. So I have these three objects and I put them in the living room somewhere. I put them somewhere and I walk past them and I see them, and obviously, like, my wife is my missing piece. Yeah, obviously I think this all the time. Yeah, but to have a physical representation of it, I think, is a better thing for me. Okay, good. That's one example of a mental idea. Okay, this month I had another situation like this. So at the beginning of every month I print my calendar for the month, and this month I pressed the wrong button on the printer and I printed a black piece of paper representing my calendar for the month. So I'm thinking, like, this represents me being busy, having no time, no space in the calendar. Imagine that as your calendar. It's just full. Yeah, you got no space on it. Okay, so this is my calendar for the month, totally filled in. And I turned it into a paper aeroplane. That's why the folds are there. I decided, I was going to try and throw it away. Anyway, I folded it into a paper aeroplane and I reopened it again and I got this kind of pattern. Interesting, huh? A couple of days later I was just walking along and I found a spoon, the head of a spoon. Oh, pardon me, the head of a spoon. Okay, just a spoon. And I picked it up, I put it in my pocket, and I told myself, this is my desire. These are the things that I want. I don't see with my eyes, I see with my desires. I see the world through the glasses of what I want in life, my desire, my hunger. The spoon represents my desire and my hunger, what I want in life. Represents the fact that maybe my beliefs of what I actually do desire are not truly true. You know, I want to eat pizza because I see the advert all the time for pizza, or I want to do something because I think that's the coolest thing to do, yeah, but it's not really a true belief. But anyway, the spoon represents my desires. My desires, okay? And I went to the beach. This is where it gets a bit more crazy. I went to the beach one day and I found this on the beach. On the beach, somebody had gone down and there was lots of broken pieces of pottery. Someone had obviously gone down to the beach and just thrown all their pots and things, all their cups and pots and things, just wrecked them all over the beach. Broken pieces everywhere. But in it all, I found this thing, which is a candlestick holder. It came with a base, so it's got the circle base on it as well. So I presume the two pieces go together like this, yeah. And in my home I had another crystal. It's just glass, but I had this crystal from Christmas somebody had bought us. It's got the three legs of man on it. And once I'd found this piece, something clicked in my mind and I was like, okay, combine the two pieces to create, pardon me, try and get this with one hand. There we go, almost there. Well, I put them on top of each other anyway, like this, yeah? One pointing up, one pointing down, the two pieces together. And I was making some science toy with my kid, and in there they had some like gooey stuff that glows in the dark. So I put the glow in the dark stuff inside the candlestick holder, and I put it on the base, and I put it so it looks a bit like that, okay? And I didn't know what it was. I have no idea what it is, no idea what I've made there. Okay, but I know it's something. I made it. It's two crystals with glow-in-the-dark substance in the middle. And a couple of days ago I realised, I think it's my heart. That is a representation of my heart. Okay? And inside is the glowing substance. And the meaning is in life we take good experiences, we take happiness, and we take it into ourselves. We learn it, we feel it, and we hold on to it. When the world gets dark and things get bad, that's when we can see our light come back out again. The same as this will glow in the dark. It does, it glows in the dark. It takes the sunlight and then it releases it. When it gets dark, you can only see it when it's dark. Okay? And I feel like that's a representation of my heart. Yeah? When it gets dark, that's your chance to shine. That's the best chance you have to shine. We should take in the light from around us, the good times, the happiness, the knowledge of right and wrong, all these sorts of things. When it gets dark, then we will glow. Our happiness and our light will come out of us and we can fight the darkness, let's just say. So anyway, back to the mental ideas. I've got the spoon, I've got the calendar, and I'd folded it into a paper aeroplane to make this sort of shape for some reason. I thought, click, bang, bong, put my heart on the piece of paper, put my desire pointing towards my heart. So this represents me seeking my true desire, my true self, my heart's desire. This represents my heart's desire as a goal for life, as a goal, anybody's life, you know. They will teach you know, find your heart's desire. And I could sit here and be like, my heart's desire every day, my heart's desire, my heart's desire. But I leave this on my windowsill and it teaches me, or it reminds me, or it's a physical thought. It's a thought in my mind which is made physical. And in that way, I feel like for me personally, it exists more it's more powerful than just me carrying around a mental idea. Because so often with mental ideas, you can just be distracted and forget and just blah. I put that on my windowsill. The only way I would forget that is if I put something on top of it, or like had too cluttered in my house and just had to put something else, and it was physically covered over. But to have that as a piece of art or as a thing in my house, I feel like it helps me hold on to that idea. So those are two examples of physical ideas that I've created. I've got one, my wife is my missing piece, and she opens me up and awakens me to my true self, my true being, as in the opened pine cone, the missing puzzle piece. And I have this one, which is a bit more weird, but there you go. The spoon representing my desires, the crystals representing my heart, the piece of paper representing this month, I suppose, but I'm also being very busy. I would have to go think deeper into it as to what it actually means, because if it does represent this month, then that might suggest to me this physical representation of an idea would represent my heart's desire, yeah, manifesting this month. But anyway, let me know what you think. Let me know if you have any experience with physical ideas where objects have come to you, and whether it's true or not, but you can reason and use them as a tool of remembering or reminding or representing something that you desire, or something that you want to be, something that represents something in you, something that you want to be. Let me know in the comments if you have similar experiences. Generally these things just happen by accident. They're always accidents. Like, I just happened to find the spoon, I just was on the beach, the piece of paper was an accident. These accidents that I can then reason into being, and it's useful to me, I think, because I no longer need to keep thinking my heart's desire, my heart's desire, my heart's desire. I can just like literally just be there. It's in the corner of my eye. It's there. It's a physical idea. It's a physical thing that keeps myself focused on that. And you understand that that's probably the whole world, isn't it? That's why they build statues. That's why they build monuments. That's why all of it is. Why they build all these things. Because it keeps it in mind and gives extra power to their ideas. So, yes, try and imagine yourself into your reality. Imagine the reality that you desire. And keep it in your mind, and like, I'm gonna be this, I'm gonna be this, I'm gonna be this. Yeah, but we always falter. But if you can actually physically represent it in a form, whether it be art, art's the same, making a symbol, drawing a picture, whatever way you can actually physically represent it, once it becomes physical, we all understand it's still in my mind, it's still a thought, it's still an experience. It's not, it's not physical, it's my experience of it. So it's the same as an idea in your head, but you've just taken it to an extra dimension, a higher dimension, by giving it physical form as we understand it. Anyway, let me know. Have a good evening, good afternoon, and good night. See you later.